Всем салют, с вами Сайс, мы продолжаем проходить Игру престолов. Подошли мы уже с вами к 5-му эпизоду. В Игре престолов ты либо побеждаешь, либо погибаешь, Серсея Ланнистер. Давайте начнем. Что же нас там ждет впереди? Это как-то предыдущий эпизод у нас не очень хорошо закончился. Мы остановились на том, что Рамси приехал к нам в гости, к Форрестам, и убил всю нашу стражу, всех тех людей, которые должны были нас защищать и с которыми мы собирались отвоевывать свои леса.
Previously on Game of Thrones. You'd help the Second Sons, guide them into Marine.
I can't, Asha.
This could be our only chance.
Get them into the city, help them liberate Marine, and I will see that you are rewarded.
You think you can reason with a wildling?
No, I'm a friend.
Don't move.
This is my sister, Sylvie.
I have to get in there, Sarah. Lord Whitehill is up to something. He's conspiring against my family, and someone in there is helping him.
Andros is hiring sellswords. Hundreds of them.
What?
He's building an army for Lord Whitehill, big enough to march against Ironrath.
Talia, I may be leaving you here with a traitor.
Find out who it is.
Rodri! I'm told you're a man who can't be broken. I've decided to come see for myself. I was just telling your sister. Father's been looking to make a match for me, and Talia's been such good company. Think she likes me? Or maybe your mother? A flower plucked is still a flower. Just dies more quickly. We could be a family, Lord Forrester. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Ты ни на ком из них никогда не женишься.
You'll never marry either of them.
Never's such an awfully long time. But let's put our happy day to the side for a moment. Walk with me. Oh. You won't need your sword. Not where we're going.
Оставить меч при себе.
Without my sword.
I'm afraid you are. Here, I'll help you.
Что-то мне это все не нравится.
Doesn't that feel better? Oh, you're coming too.
This is Lord's business, not a child's.
I say she comes. I don't trust her with my men.
Интересно, чего же боится Рамси?
How fares your father, Lord Bolton?
Better than yours. Polite of you to ask. I loved playing in the woods when I was your age. Still do. So many places to hide. I've gotten very good at finding people.
Roderick?
It's all right, Talia.
That reminds me. Where's Griff? I expected to be greeted by him on my arrival. Bit of a disappointment to have to show myself in. And here I had such high hopes for Ludson. Your brother doesn't want to tell me what happened.
Я даже не успел.
But I already know. Oh, I really hoped things might be different with you. I hoped we could be friends. After all, I was generous. I've allowed you to keep half your forest, your livelihood. Yet you went behind my back and called in the Glenmores.
Что за ад там
I'm not sure how you
происходит?
managed that. The Glenmores have sworn their
Они
loyalty
наши
to my
гости.
father.
Lady Elena Glenmore is our guest. The soldiers accompanied her to ensure her safety.
If her safety is a concern, perhaps she should not have come to Ironrath. Well, I'm certainly glad we've sorted this out. Thank you for being so forthcoming. But there's still a price. Ah, here we are.
Roderick!
You disobeyed me. You disrespected me. Someone has to pay. You didn't think it would be you, did you? Your damaged goods. Someone
Так,
else has
нет, это я тот, кто тебе нужен.
Arthur's done nothing wrong! If you want to hurt someone, hurt me!
No, Roderick!
Why bother? You're nearly a corpse already.
Ёжик.
Stop!
Look at what you've done. I hope it was worth it. Is it worth it, Arthur?
Please stop! Please!
Talia, don't look away. It's very important you see what comes of disobedience.
Roderick! Make him stop! Please! Do something!
Тали, не нужно это видеть.
Talia doesn't need to see this.
Look at him, Talia. See what your brother's done.
Please, please, Lord Ramsay.
Sorry, but they'll never learn otherwise.
Mercy, have mercy! Mercy, my lord!
Did Roderick show mercy to Griff? This is his fault. That's a lot of blood.
Это моя вина.
You're right. This is my fault.
I told you, Talia. The poor lad's fainted. Let's give him a minute. You want to kill me, don't you? Release him. Go on. Prove how strong you are. Do it for Ethan.
No, Roderick! He's toying with you!
Do it. Come on, Roderick.
Но я смогу? Ай!
I'm impressed. Woo. Lucky for me, you're a cripple. I may have misjudged you, Roderick. I came here to kill you. Now, I'm thinking it might be far more entertaining to watch you and Lud tear each other to pieces. I never want to come back to this fucking shit stain of a holdfast. I have better things to do than to play wet nurse to you and Lud. So you'll settle this on your own. Last house standing wins. Otherwise I'll kill you both and be done with it.
Так, ну мы-то победим.
Forrester will win this fight.
You're very confident for a man with no army and half a face. And one more thing.
Ёп,
Can't leave a job half finished.
какой
Ready
ужас.
the horses? Not sure you'll have much luck finding other allies.
Но, с другой стороны, он сюда больше не вернется, и у нас есть свобода действия в плане войны с Водом. Что не может не радовать. Ё-моё! Нет, блин, как пропустить? Как это пропустить? Знаете, в чем проблема? YouTube за вот эту вот песенку «Игры престолов» очень сильно банит. Как бы банит видосы, отменяет всю монетизацию. Ну, хотя монетизация у меня и так вообще нулевая. Но все равно, блин, неприятно, когда у тебя красная галочка висит на твоем видео. Говорится, что поделать, поэтому надо бла-бла-бла-бла-бла-бла-бла во время этой песенки. А пропустить ее никак. Вот же идиотизм. Дом Форрестеров. Ну-ка, а теперь мы перенесемся за узкое море в Мирин, где в данный момент Эшерс собирает нам небольшую, но все-таки армию, чтобы защитить свой дом, свое родовое гнездышко. Этот эпизод чувствуется быть напряженным. Змеиное гнездо. Мне кажется, тут прям все в войне будет. Ну что ж, давайте прогуляемся и посмотрим, что же тут такого приключилось. Так, стойка, где его распяли. Причем, по-моему, это то же самое место, где проходили похороны в 3-м эпизоде. Так. Повозка с трупом Артура. Так, посмотреть.
Why? After all we've been through, must the gods continue to shit on this house? What have we ever done to them? Follow the Starks? Obey the rule of law?
Это начал Лад.
Whitehills started this. Ramsay Snow may have held the knife, but they're the ones who sharpened it.
Fuck the Whitehills. And fuck Ramsay too! The sooner we're rid of them all, the better for everyone. The Glenmore Guard are gone. Ordered home by Ramsay. So much for having allies.
Ramsay says he's not taking sides anymore. He means to let the strongest house survive. I intend that to be us, Royland.
You'll get no argument from me. But how do we bloody fight them? We just don't have the numbers. Not yet, anyway.
Так,
And they still have Ryan.
нам нужен Эшер.
Right now, everything depends on Asher. Once he and Malcolm bring us more fighting men, then
Where is he? Where is my brother?
My lady. My lady.
Let me through!
Elena.
Roderick, tell me where he...
Она все поняла.
No. Oh no. No! Arthur, no! Arthur! It's my fault. I brought him into this. I asked him to help.
Тебе не стоит этого видеть.
Don't look, Elena. You don't need to see this.
Yes, I do! He was my brother. I was there the day he learned to hold a bow. He was so nervous, the father called him Quiver. And now to die, like this, tortured, mutilated.
Это сделал
Ramsay
Рэмси.
Snow did this. He's a madman.
Ramsay was here because of you, Roderick. If we hadn't been your allies...
Elena.
I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh,
Let's get you someplace warm.
How do I do this, Roderick? How do I keep going? Where do I find the strength?
Know that we'll have our justice someday.
Justice won't bring my brother back. You've been such a friend to me, Roderick. Right from the very beginning. I should try to get some sleep. I'm not sure I'll be able to. But I don't know what else to do.
Ты не одна.
You're not alone, Elena. I'm here for you, whatever you need.
Thank you, Roderick.
Ну хотя бы она на нас не злится. А значит, союз с Уайтхиллами еще, ну, в теории возможен. Главное от отца избавиться. От самого лорда Уайтхилла. Ну посмотрим, как будет развиваться сюжет.
Ah, there you are. I haven't seen you since the coronation feast.
How many ships do you suppose it takes to move an army?
Ships? Why in the world would you...
Never mind.
Mira, I'll be honest. I took an enormous risk, defying Marjorie to get you into that feast. And you thanked me by making a scene with Lord Andros, in front of everybody.
Marjorie saw, of course, and she knew exactly how you got there.
Это Андрес орал, а не
the
мы.
one doing the yelling. You can't blame me for his poor manners.
But he was yelling at you. And it's not the first time you've gotten yourself into trouble lately. Which is why it's not safe for me to be around you anymore.
What?
Mira, you're not the girl I knew at Highgarden. She'd never be so reckless. And now that Garibald and I are discussing marriage, I just can't risk being associated with you. Not anymore. You know how much I need this marriage.
Ты нужна мне, Сара.
Sarah, you can't mean this. I have too few friends in King's Landing as it is.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I just can't anymore. Is it worth it, at least? Sacrificing so much for your family.
Ничто не стоит потери нашей
Nothing's
дружбы.
worth losing your friendship over, Sarah.
I would have said the same thing once.
Но это печально. О, леди Маргери. Походу нас сейчас отчитают.
Better go before she sees me. She already
Here,
thinks.
Forrester.
Опачки.
Can I help you?
You need to come with me. Now.
Why would I?
Don't make this difficult.
Неужели нас к себе зовет Серсея? Скорее всего, что да. О, Эшер.
You still angry at me?
What do you think?
I think I deserve a little gratitude.
He's dead. I shouldn't care how it happened. It doesn't feel like I expected. I thought I'd feel lighter. Or...
Но я в любой момент прикрою
No matter
тебя.
what happens, I'll have your back, always.
And I yours, little brother. But we should never have come here. This city. It only holds pain for me, Asher. I was hoping to bury it all with Dezor's corpse.
I can't imagine what it must have been like.
Please, I don't want to talk about it again.
Asher, you're back.
Uncle. Let's collect our second sons and get out of here.
If you did as you were told, Daenerys should deliver.
Daenerys, huh? First names with the Queen now, are we?
Красота-то какая. И опять наша королева драконов.
It seems you played your part in the taking of Marine, Asher Forrester. Did you run into any trouble? Reports from the battle are muddled. Perhaps you can clear them up. Well, my time is short.
Так.
I assure you, he means no disrespect.
I don't have patience for arrogant sellswords. I heard rumors of an incident in the city. Do you know anything about it?
Мы убили господина.
We encountered the slave master Dizorzo Raza on the way to the signal tower. I regret that he lost his life.
Oh, don't fucking...
You admit it, then? The punishment for defying a queen is death. And yet you come to me for a reward. Why should I let this pass?
Don't you dare.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Don't.
Все произошло в пылу сражения.
A soldier must keep his head in a fight. You disobeyed me. You disappoint me, Forrester. I will not be giving you my second son.
Блин.
What? But your grace, the mission was.
Надо было сказать, что Бешка была его рабыней.
What did I tell you? She was never going to help us.
Вы дали свое слово.
And you made me promises you did not keep. A new day is born in Marine. The slaves have thrown off their collars. There must be a few cutthroats who would fight for the likes of you. Now get out.
I'm terribly sorry, Your Grace.
Какой ужас.
You have nothing to apologize for, Malcolm. I have other plans for you.
Plans for me, Your Grace?
Вы поможете Дому Форрестеров?
I would like you to stay and serve me. I have a task for you.
Your Grace, I am humbled, but I owe my allegiance to my family.
And they will be grateful for the Targaryen alliance you've helped forge.
I am honored you would ask me. Might I discuss it with my nephew first?
Do so. But let me know your answer soon.
Что-то хитрое там происходит. Я уже думал, в этом сезоне мы с Ашером вернемся.
I'm not sure. This is all rather sudden. If she does come to Westeros, we'd want Daenerys Targaryen on our side. And now you've angered her, she may need some convincing. It's worth thinking about, you have to admit.
Мы не можем ей доверять.
Her word, Uncle.
Not without her reasons.
She did it once. She could easily do it again.
Maybe. But this alliance might be worth the risk. But whatever comes of this, we still need men who will fight for us now. The Queen thought we might find them here, among the newly freed.
The little Queen is right. Marine holds plenty of killers, and I know the worst.
So what are we waiting for? Let's go get them.
I don't know, Asher. They're not like us. To them, killing is a sport. It's fun.
Let them have fun with the White Hills, then. As long as they kill them, I don't care.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
I must talk further with the Queen. Don't get yourselves killed.
Отлично. Пойдем нанимать рабов?
So, where exactly are we going?
Now, these fighters used to be slaves. If I had to guess, I'd say they'll be trying to live like masters.
Что тоже, кстати, неплохо. Подкинем им деньжат и поедем в Вестерос наводить порядок у себя дома. Гаррет Таттл. Северный лес.
You're freezing.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Someone has to keep watch. Oh.
It's getting worse, isn't it?
We're only about a few days out from the Antler River. We cross the bridge the first men built. And from there, we can try to find the North Grove. Right, Sylvie?
We're not going north. We're going south, to join Mance, and the rest of the free folk.
But look...
That was always the plan, Cotter.
Моя семья рассчитывает на меня.
My family's depending on it.
Your family needs you to wander around in the snow until you get eaten by a direwolf.
Please, Sylvie. He knows what he's doing.
Does he now? Tell me then. How did my brother get that gash in his arm? You dressed his wound up well enough. But why'd he get hurt in the first place?
Одичалый,
What
кто
does
же?
that have to do with the...
Hush, Cotter. I'm asking Fishface here.
Рыбья морда.
Sylvie!
Одичалые напали на нас.
I want to hear it from him.
Some wildlings, free folk, mistook Cotter for a crow.
Can't imagine why.
We tried to reason with them and, well, things got out of hand.
Out of hand? From the look of him, he was nearly killed. Point is, you don't belong out here.
Sylvie, I've known Garrett a while now. He may not be one of us, but I trust him.
I've been waiting months for you, Cotter. And when you finally come home, it's with some crow who can barely build a fire. No, we don't need to die for him.
Me neither. Fucking North Grove isn't even real. And if it is, it's probably full of wolves and more wildlings.
Давайте скажем, возвращайся.
Well, go ahead. No one's stopping you. You know I can't do that.
Finn, will you...
Just piss off. Some leader you turned out to be.
Не знаю, я злюсь, мне не нравится, когда начинает
You should listen to him.
хрень. Что типа мы уже пошли, а
The further north you go, the more likely
чё
you'll never
отступать
come
тогда?
back. It's just not worth it. Once Cotter's fit to travel, we head south. With or without you, Garrett.
Sylvie.
You need to rest. And we'll be wanting something to eat. I won't go far.
Oh, don't be angry, Garrett. This isn't what it looks like.
Ты знал, что она откажется?
Refused to go north.
I swear, I didn't. I thought she could help. Sylvie knows these woods better than I do. If anyone can find the North Grove, it's her. And besides, I couldn't just leave her. I won't do that. Not again.
Переубеди
Then
ее.
convince her to go with us. She's your sister.
Well, maybe she's right. Maybe you don't belong up here.
You don't mean that. So that's it. I can't head north without a guide.
I go where she goes. I'm sorry, Garrett.
Ну, блин. Может быть, нам удастся ее убедить. Хотя сомнительно. Так, это ее хижина. Давайте с Коттером немножко поболтаем.
Garrett.
Бросай... Ты меня бросаешь?
So you really won't take me north?
I want to help you, Garrett, I mean it. But I can't leave her behind. And besides, north of here, I'd be as lost as you.
Как рука?
How's your arm feeling?
Decent, I'd say. Why'd you ask? Oh, you mean this one? Yeah, it's shit.
Что поделаешь? Так, а зачем ты
Why
врал?
didn't you just tell me the truth? That you came here to find your sister?
I wanted to. I didn't think you'd understand. I couldn't risk it. I'm sorry.
Ты не похож на свою
You
сестру.
and your sister, you don't look much alike. The white hair and...
I know what you're getting at, so you may as well just say it.
I just wondered.
She was born like that. My mother used to call her Little Moon. The rest of our village thought she was a bad omen. The better of them stayed away from her. The worse? Let's just say I'm glad to be rid of them.
Так, А что случилось с вашей
What happened to your
деревней?
village? Did you leave?
But not by choice. When Sylvie reached 2 years, they told my mother we weren't welcome anymore. She wasn't welcome. I guess they all hoped she wouldn't survive long enough to get a name. But she's tough, Sylvie. No way she wasn't gonna make it.
Почему люди боялись
Why were they
Сильвию?
afraid of your sister?
Same reason you Southerners call us wildlings. Same reason you put up that wall to keep us out. People are arseholes.
Люди мрази. Так, ну и где же ваша мама?
Where's your mother now?
I don't know. Still back at the village for all I know. She tried to send my sister away. Wrapped her up in furs and everything like a good mother would. I left that night when I heard.
Понятно. Так. С Коттером мы уже вроде все обсудили. Ну пойдемте, да, действительно, прогуляемся за Сильвия. Нормально. Фин тут у нас. Блин, как-то ее надо переубедить, иначе по-другому нам в любом случае не попасть в рощу. Так, осмотрим. Семейное ожерелье с медведем.
Wonder if her mother gave her that.
Думаю, да. Мама, кто же еще? Так, бутылочка,
Oh, this is that stuff Cotter was drinking.
которую пил Коттер. Блин, пить я что-то как-то не настроен. Копье для охоты, я так понимаю. И для самозащиты. Маленькая девочка. Опачки, рисунки.
Little moon.
Месяцок, мишка, рыбка и таракашка. Да, вроде все, тут больше ничего такого нету. Ладно, давайте выпьем.
Oh,
Гадость.
well, it's not so bad.
Но не так уж и плохо. Так, что нам скажет Финн?
What are you doing over here? There's a perfectly good fire.
I'm not going anywhere near those fucking wildlings.
Oh, come on. Just give them a chance.
I did, and look where it got us. We've got next to nothing to eat. Cotter's a bloody liar, and now we've got his freak sister to worry about.
Well, things could be worse.
How? You know what? I'd rather warm my ass next to a fucking wildling than talk to you any longer.
Но он, видимо, обиделся за то, что я его послал. Опа, зайка.
Whoa! Fucking hell. Could you have been any louder?
Sorry.
Надо помочь ей поймать зайку.
Never met a crow before. Sorry I almost killed you. Might have done you a favor though. Plenty of things want to kill a crow up north. Giants, thens, shadow cats and ice spiders. And the white walkers, of course. A spear sounds nice after all
Я
that,
больше не
doesn't
ворона.
I'm not a crow anymore. I left that life behind me.
it? Once a crow, always a crow. That's what they say anyway.
Don't frighten our dinner away. Shit.
Так, возьми мой лук.
I was never any good with a bow. Know how to use that? You're not going to shoot me in the leg, are you?
Я справлюсь.
All right.
Just be sure to keep it aimed that way.
Так, зайка. Мы медлили.
Is that what making do means?
Но ничего. Сейчас еще чуть-чуть вперед пройдем, и я выстрелю нормально.
Come on.
Да. Это попадание.
It's not much, but it'll last us.
Почему музыка такая грустная?
Could come in handy. You ever lost anyone, Garrett? Someone you really cared about? Someone you thought you couldn't live without seeing ever again? Do you know what that's like?
Свою семью.
I lost my family. First my mother, then my sister and father.
So you know how it feels. Cotter and I, we lost everything too. And we nearly lost each other. I didn't think he'd make it back this time. And I won't risk losing him again. Not even for the North Grove.
You know something about it, don't you?
Only what I've heard.
Ну-ка.
But don't get your hopes up. It's not worth it.
Прошу, мне надо
Please,
знать.
Sylvie. I need to know.
A few years back, one of the Ice River clans set out to find it. They'd heard stories that the cold couldn't touch it, that it's safe even in the dark of winter. So they'd set out, all full of hope, and none of them ever returned.
Так. Может, они остались
Maybe
там?
they stayed there. Maybe they liked it.
Free folk never stay anywhere. You'd know that if you were.
Опачки.
Cotter!
А, зайку забыли. И лук забыли.
Look out!
Вот это нормально. Вот это мы попали.